Hello everyone, today we're going to look at this fun chess puzzle that was actually featured in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone film, or the Sorcerer's Stone if you're from America. And this puzzle was actually created by an international master, Jeremy Silman, who actually wrote a very interesting blog post about it, which I'll post in the description below. So Silman wasn't actually featured in the credits for this film, which is unfortunate because Every Man and His Dog seems to be credited these days. And it's actually a really nice chess puzzle, and he's really thought about the consequences and different characters of the pieces in this game. So he says that when he was first asked, he was very delighted to actually be involved with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And he's watched movies make jokes of real chess positions, so he thought this time he could actually create a good chess puzzle and do the job right. I think this is because many films sort of butcher chess scenes and have wrong positions, pieces on the wrong squares. So it's nice to see films with real chess positions that have actually been really thought out. So in the film, Hermione, Ron and Harry have got to complete several tasks to get through to Voldemort and defeat him. One of them is to play wizard chess. And in this position, Harry, Ron and Hermione are playing black. And Harry plays the bishop on a3, Hermione plays the rook on f8, and Ron is the knight on g5. So on top of trying to checkmate the white king, they've got to look after themselves and try not to get taken. So this is the chess position we see on screen. And what do we notice first is that the knight on g5 is threatening to play knight h3 with checkmate. So the first move by white is queen takes d3 to stop knight h3. And Silman says this eats a pawn, thereby making the producer and probably the director very happy. She also threatens to capture Harry on a3 now as well. And Silman noted that he was trying to turn this queen into a villain and make the audience hate her. And here black now plays rook to c3, and what this does is free up the c5 square for the bishop to move into, which leads to a nice little combination. And here now white plays queen takes c3. Again, this reinforces the idea that the white king is going to be hated. And Silman also says there's actually a forced mate in 2 for black here, but this would actually be the wrong option to play. And can you see why? So a quick way to win this position for black now would be to play bishop c5 check, queen takes c5 and knight to h3. However, we just need to remember that Harry Potter is the bishop on a3. So with bishop c5 here, Harry would actually die after queen takes c5, and this would be the end of the Harry Potter franchise. So we can't possibly play this. Instead, Ron, the knight on g5, takes a noble option and plays knight to h3. Interestingly in the film, Ron says there's no other option, I need to do this. So he's actually a really good friend and sacrifices himself for the greater good. So Ron plays knight to h3 check, and the only move possible is now queen takes h3, where Ron has just sacrificed himself to win the game. Harry now completes the game with bishop to c5 check, and there's no other move for black here other than queen to e3. The queen is forced to step in the way and save the king. But after Harry now plays bishop takes e3, the queen is taken and it's checkmate and white loses. Silman says he designed bishop takes e3 to be a very important moment for the audience to gain emotional satisfaction with Harry's conquest of the hateful queen. Unfortunately in the film though, the editing sort of butchered this idea. It was a great scene, but we didn't really feel like the white queen was the main enemy in that position. But I still think it was filmed really nicely. I also thought, in this position after rook takes c3, it would be really interesting if white now just plays queen f5 rather than take the rook, because this would lead us to another predicament. If bishop c5 from Harry, king f1, Hermione is now forced to sacrifice herself with rook takes f5, otherwise black is just absolutely losing. After knight takes f5, Hermione is now dead, but black can continue with rook f3, king e1, rook takes f5. So white is losing this position really badly, but Hermione is now dead, and this would have changed the aspects of the film most definitely. But yeah, I just thought this was a really nice chess position and really well thought out, with the key idea of trying to make this queen some sort of main antagonist and Harry constantly under threat from the queen. Again, I'll post the links to Silman's blog post below in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be with you with more chess videos in the future. Thank you very much for watching.